Before you get started, you will need a shadow interlocked V2 chain and shadow chain breaker.
Be sure to identify master pin first thing.
Please note the direction of the links. Step 1. Decide how long you need the chain to be to fit with wheel placement. Then line up chain breaker with pin and push through the first plate and disassemble chain. You will notice the master pin is a little longer than the other pins in the chain. This is the pin to use whenever you install or remove the chain from the bike. Step 2. After sliding the open link onto the master pin, line up the outside plate to meet the hole where the master pin will connect to. Now here's the part which takes some patience. Make sure that you line up the master pin evenly in regard to the outside plate hole. Turn the chain breaker slowly and push the master pin through so it enters the open outside plate. Make sure your master pin extends out the same amount on each side of the chain.
Make sure master pin is moving freely after pushing it through.
Last but not least, step 4. Make sure your wheel is properly tightened before you start riding. Death from above. Before you get started, you will need your front hub, hub guard, 3mm Allen wrench, and an adjustable crescent wrench. Note, some of the earlier ramp front hubs come with round cone spacers that require a 3mm hex head wrench to remove. Step 1. First remove the axle nut and washer, then use your adjustable wrench to remove cone spacer. Step 2. Now you will need to thread your hub guard onto your axle. As you can see, the hub guard takes place of the cone spacer against the bearing. Step 3. Secure the hub guard in place by using the Allen wrench to snug it up against the bearing race. Please note, the hub guard would normally be installed after the wheel has been built up. This is just an example for proper installation. Step 4. Complete the install by adding the washer and nut back onto the axle. Silence or death. Before we get started, you will need 2 tire levers, a rim strip, a tire, and a rim. Step 1. Put the rim strip or tape over the spoke holes on your rim to prevent tube from getting flats. Step 2. Put tube in tire and insert valve stem in the valve stem hole on the rim. Step 3. Push the first sidewall of the tire on the rim, followed by the other side. Once you have done this, check to make sure tire is sitting on rim correctly. Note, some tires you may need to use a tire lever in order to get a tire on. Step 4. Pump tire up a little, then make sure tire is seated, then pump up all the way. Put air in the tire according to the PSI amount on the side of the tire. Out of darkness we will to obtain you. Step 1. First locate the hole in the tube. Step 2. With the sandpaper provided in the kit, rough up the area around the puncture to clean off any residue. Be sure to scratch it back and forth like a DJ because it will help the adhesive patch stick and stay in place. The adhesive patch, not recommended for rim side punctures. Step 3. Peel off a self-adhesive patch and apply over the puncture area. It is necessary to press firmly over the entire patch so that it can seal itself and stick to the tube. Step 4. Check your tire for sharp objects. If nothing is found, insert your tube and pump up tire. Slim Tim Vo Mortis.